This is the village bakery, the village oven in Kalha. It's been taken over by these Syrian women who are making this incredibly delicious bread. I wish you could smell it. It was closed for about 100 years, but they've taken it over because many of them are struggling for food aid. Some of them are going hungry, and they're making this bread and then they're distributing it among their community. Everybody you see here is Syrian. And if we just look over here, this house is very typical. Pretty much every single house that we've passed in this village has a Syrian family living either at the side or underneath. You can see they're washing there, and in the background in that landscape, that's actually Syria over there. There is tension in the village, but it's an economic tension because about 75% of the people now living here aren't Lebanese, they're Syrian. People here were already pretty poor. This is an agricultural area and they are struggling to cope. They say they simply can't give for free because aid agencies aren't supplying. They can't give for free all the heat, all the light and all the food that these people require. This stove was installed by a Lebanese landlord for a Syrian family. In fact, in this small space, 2 Syrian families are living. If we just have a look through here, the landlord's also put in a kitchen. Well, this is a kitchen. It's very, very basic, but it serves all the need, and has spent money installing a bathroom. Now, the tricky thing is for the landlord here, Fatima, who owns this building, she says she's out of pocket because she gets about $400 a month. And let me show you how she gets that $400 a month. There's a family in here, in this part of the house. Fatima lives in the middle. And then at the end of the house, there's another family. She was getting $400 a month, but for the last 3 months, that money has not been paid by the aid agencies, and she's being left out of pocket for the likes of electricity and for water and for everything else. Very frustrating for her, and she says she's now going to have to evict the people who've been living here, and they've been living here for 3 years. She's going to have to put them out in the street because she can no longer afford to keep them here. Those people that we've been speaking to tell us that they're enormously frustrated, not with their Lebanese neighbours, who they say have been incredibly generous, but with the rest of the world, who they believe have forgotten their plight.